Hello, Katreese. I'm way down in the corner of the screen that I'm recording this video for you. And here you can see my desktop. The first thing that you have to do to get into Blackboard is go to www.ccbcmd.edu. I don't know if you've ever taken a class with a companion Blackboard class before, but from what you were saying in your email, it doesn't seem like you have, and that's okay. I'll explain to you how to do it right now. So, you're enrolled in the class, great. So you go to My CCBC and then you go to Blackboard up here in the right-hand corner. And then this will take you over to the Blackboard portion. However, if you have not set up your account yet, you can go to My CCBC and go to My CCBC login and click on Get Your Login Information. And there are a couple different ways to do this. You can pick two of these following things. So your date of birth and your last four digits of your social security number if you don't know your CCBC ID. So once you click on both of these, you can hit submit, and what it will do is send you your login and and give you a temporary password. So typically your login is the first two letters of your last name and then one and then the rest of your student ID number. So do this first if you haven't done it yet, and this will give you your login, and you need your login and password to get into Blackboard and other things at CCBC. Okay, so we're going to go back to this home screen and then go into My CCBC and go into Blackboard. So with this, I have a different login username because I'm an instructor. Mine is RNEWMANWADDY. And so my email address is this plus at ccbcmd.edu. Yours will be a variation of your 900 number ID. And then I have my password. So what this will do is this will bring up my profile on Blackboard. Now, when my profile comes up, there will be a lot of different classes associated with my profile. And what you do is you click on Courses Organizations. So this is your Blackboard navigation system. So you click on Courses, and here it will list the courses that you're enrolled in. I'm associated with a lot of different courses because I teach them, but the course that you are in right now will go to that directly. But what you will see when you look in your drop-down listing right here of course list, you will see the one course you're enrolled in, so you can just click on it from here. But I'm going to go to this course specifically because mine doesn't come up directly. So here's the course, and when you click on it, you will see announcements right away. And then on the left-hand side, you'll see announcements that you can click on directly, and then you'll see a tab that says Content. You click on that, and what that gives you is the rundown of every class and all the documents that you need. So under course information, it will have our syllabus, the EKG checklist, and this is what you'll be signed off on when you complete all of your skills. And I want to give that to you guys ahead of time so you can look at what you're responsible for. Okay, here's the course outline. I think this is the thing that I emailed to you. Here is the final exam review sheet. I believe you got this in class as well. So as you go through the course, you can actually use this as a guide to start studying for your final so you don't have to cram all at once. So each class will answer some of these questions, and you can just put your notes here. And here is a book that I recommend for this course, although I do give you an electronic version. It's ECG interpretation made incredibly easy. The reason why I like this book is it's easy to navigate through, and they show different cartoon examples, and they explain things in just normal language, which is nice and easy. And then, of course, they have really great pictures. So this is one of the first things that you're going to be quizzed on, the different parts of the heart. And what I expect you to do is to be able to go through the heart and talk about each spot and where the blood is oxygenated and deoxygenated. So this is the superior vena cava. Here's the right atrium. Then you go into the tricuspid valve, and then there is the right ventricle. You go through the pulmonary valve that goes into the lungs. And all of this is deoxygenated blood that your heart has already used. So the blood that your heart has already used drains into the vena cava, both inferior and superior. And then you go through the right atrium, tricuspid valve, right ventricle, and then you go through to go to the lungs and the pulmonary valve over here. Then you go, the blood goes to the lungs, and then it gets reoxygenated with the oxygen that you breathe. And then the blood comes back through the left pulmonary veins into this left atrium, through to the bicuspid or the mitral valve, and down into the left ventricle. So this left ventricle then takes all of the blood, and it's a very strong muscle. It shoots the blood through the aortic valve into this aorta and then out to the rest of the body. And that's how you get the oxygenated blood back into your body to use. So all of these examples are really nice and easy to understand. So that's why I recommend this. And you do have the electronic version here. So back to the content. This should be all of the content that you were able to review in the first class. And you have 2 quizzes. You have a waste disposal quiz, and you'll be reviewing that information here. Essentially what they want you to understand is where all of the different waste goes when you're in the laboratory. So things that touch people's skin, things that just have alcohol on them, and various other things, like what goes in the biohazard, what goes in the sharps, etc. And then here's your quiz 1, which is based on the module 1 information, and most of it is the cardiac lesson. So hopefully that explains how this works to you. I can see that you haven't logged into Blackboard yet, so I just thought maybe you just didn't know how to. And here's lesson 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So after this video, I hope you understand a little bit better of how to log in and get your information. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me.